मेरे पास फ़िलहाल के लिए ये रेफरेंस है पांडा का। मुझे ये काफ़ी अच्छा लगा है, फ़नी भी है। तो आई एम जस्ट प्लानिंग टू डू दिस ऑन द हैंडमेड पेपर. While drawing panda, you have to make sure that you draw it perfectly, क्योंकि जब हम लोग इरेज़र से रब करते हैं तो उसका पेपर निकल रहा है, तो हमें मेक श्योर होना है कि वो पेंटिंग, वो जो भी ड्रॉ कर रहे हैं वो परफेक्टली एक ही स्ट्रोक में करेक्ट आए. लेकिन क्योंकि ऐसा होता नहीं है, ऐसा पॉसिबल नहीं है कि हम इरेज़र ना यूज़ करें, तो मैं आपको एक सजेशन दूंगी कि आप ना ट्रेस कर लो एक कोई सा भी एक पेंटिंग को, जो भी आप करना चाहते हो उसे एक ट्रेसिंग पेपर पे कॉपी करके फिर एक साथ ट्रेस कर लो. दैट वुड बी द बेस्ट सजेशन आई कैन गिव यू. वाई? बिकॉज अगर थोड़ा भी मिस्टेक होता है एंड यू आर नॉट सेटिस्फाइड विद द ड्राइंग व्हाट यू आर डूइंग, देन अननेसेसरीली रब नहीं हो पाएगा. रब करोगे तो पेपर ख़राब हो जाएगा. एंड अभी मैं पेंटिंग कर रही हूँ. यूजुअली आई डोंट प्रिफर यूजिंग द black color directly for any such paintings. I usually use 3 different colors. To say in a normal language, it would be blue, green and red to make the combination of the black, because it really gives the exact shade what I was looking for, what I usually look for. And first I would like to paint the lightest tone, and then later the medium, and carrying on with the dark tone. You have to make sure that you are not spreading the colors like how we do it normally in the paper while coloring with the watercolors. Instead of that, you have to just tap the colors like how do we do the dot painting sort of thing. वैसे ही आपको डॉट 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 करके थोड़ा थोड़ा कलर्स लगाते हुए कलरिंग करना है, इंस्टेड ऑफ जस्ट स्प्रेडिंग इट विद द plain spreading with the colors. That will not give you a really good look. So in the handmade paper, you have to make sure that you are just tapping the colors on the paper rather than spreading it. I suggest you कि आप सबसे पहले लाइट टोन लगाएं एंड उसके बाद मीडियम. Medium tone, you will get it by just applying the color back on the light tone wherever necessary, and darkest tone also you will get with the same color, applying third time on the places wherever it is dark. So you don't have to prepare separate dark tone, light tone and that all. Lightest for the lighter tone you have to use a little diluted color, that is a lot of water and a little of color. And for the medium tone, little less of water. And for the darkest tone you can use the medium tone again on the places wherever it is dark tone. For the background green, I am using emerald green and gamboge color, which is yellow color. So you can use the combination to get the lighter tone of the green. You can use a little more gamboge and less of emerald green, and to get the darker shade of it you can use more of emerald green and less of gamboge yellow. And in between, for the darkest green, I have even used sap green. So according to the tone, like medium, dark and the light, you can vary the colors of whether to use emerald green or the sap green. For the darker tone of the green, I have used sap instead of emerald green. For the branch, I have used a shade of brown, and raw umber, which is also a darker shade of brown. You have to remember while painting the background green color also, that you are just supposed to tap the colors instead of just spreading it from left to right or right to left. Don't keep dragging the brushes. Just tap the colors and try to fill it, and wherever there is like little lighter tone, you can just take a little more amount of water in the brush and just tap it. So this is how the painting looks after completing with the watercolor. So now I'm starting the scribbling part, which I love the most. And for scribbling, there is a simple technique. Wherever there is light shades of color, you are just supposed to use the lighter pressure of the pen and less of scribbling over there. And wherever there is medium, you can use a little more scribbling, and wherever there is dark, you can just scribble with the pen as near as possible, so that you will get that light, medium and dark tone effect. So this is the final look of the painting. No doubt watercolor can be used on the handmade paper. You are just supposed to make sure only one thing, that instead of dragging the colors with the brush, you are just supposed to tap the colors. And I wish that you like the video, and I really hope even you will try out this method of watercolor on the handmade paper. All the best to you, and if any doubts, do comment it. Thank you and have a nice day.